105 North Avenue 52.
Prepare to be fucked by the object of the law.
This isn't happening. Everyone look away, please. Nothing to see here.
You can't break those cuffs.
Make him away, Ty.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we police the mean streets of the internet because, hey, somebody's got to do it. And then we let you be the judge, the jury, and the executioner in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo Chicago, I'm Officer Kevin.
I am Officer Grant.
Let's give a big thank you to everybody who helped us out last time on our 200th episode, the Discord news crew and all of the great listeners and past guests and everybody else in between who called in and gave us some words of kindness and support. I appreciated that.
Yes.
And let's give a warm welcome to a brand new guest to the show. I want to say
let us.
I want to say hello to Sophia Smarandescu. How the hell are you, Sophia?
I'm fantastic. You guys have great voices.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I'd practice talking a lot, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do 200 episodes of this. Yap, 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 yap. You get pretty good at it.
It's true. Yeah.
Even though I don't know if you could catch up, but I actually choked on my spit right before I did the intro.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I was like, the theme song was ending, and I was like, oh God, how am I going to pull this off? I can't come back from episode 200 like this.
That was your Michael Jordan fever game.
It was. One of many, actually.
Indeed.
You guys are in the same room, right?
Yeah, we're in the same room right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. That's intimate.
We're 17 feet apart from each other.
Hi, Grant.
Just to be, yeah. Hello. How are you, Kevin? Anyway, doesn't matter how you're doing. The guest is Sophia. So you're a stand-up comedian in Chicago that just apparently dropped something.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's okay. I just dropped a fork. Yeah, I am. Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
A fork?
I just got this takeout food, and I was just eating it, like, right until the beginning of this podcast, and the fork dropped. But I'm done with it, so it's all good.
It's okay.
We've had all sorts of people doing all sorts of things during the recording, so no worries.
Yeah, I guess a fork is
yeah.
a tamer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like running errands? Have you had people like running errands during
one
the
time.
podcast?
Yeah, that
a long
did happen.
a long time ago, yes.
Yeah.
Once upon a time. And someone who no longer does that on the show.
Which is kind of unfortunate. I kind of miss that. That was fun.
A fun one-time gag. Let's just call it a gag, Grant.
I had I was on a podcast like a couple months ago, and I got I took them with me on my phone to meet my Grubhub guy outside. So that was fun.
Rad.
Did he get on the episode?
I did. I asked him the question because they had a question. They were asking me like if I could come up with a movie, what would the plot be? And then I asked the driver that, and he had no idea what I was talking about.
He's like, what about a thriller starring a really heroic and handsome delivery driver? Wouldn't that be kind of funny if he said that?
What a loser this guy is, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're like, come on, man. That's, we're kind of having fun with the bit, though, aren't we?
Right. So, Sophia, I know you because randomly I'd be scrolling through this Chinese government spying app, TikTok, and your videos kept popping up on my feed, and I was like, this person's funny. And also, like, oh, look, we have a bunch of, like, mutuals in common. Aaron Klopfer, everybody else.
Yeah.
A lot of other
people.
mutuals.
A lot of other mutuals.
Klop.
A bunch of the Klop. The famous the Klop. But yeah, your videos are really funny. Tell us about these videos, these TikTok videos that I've become obsessed with. Not your videos in particular, just the app TikTok. I'm on it all the time. I can't stop looking at TikTok. People keep judging me for looking at TikTok so much, but I can't stop looking at the app all the time.
Yeah, they made it that way, man.
I know, it's addictive.
Yeah.
People are judging me, but that's okay.
Addictive.
Yeah, right.
I freaking out. I tried to post a couple of TikToks at the beginning of quarantine. And I had no idea how to use the app, and then I live alone, and I've been pretty much isolating, and I was like, this is my main source of socializing is TikTok.
Right.
So I just started posting on. I came up with this gypsy character. I was just making videos with this chick. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Actually, I haven't posted in a few days. I need to get up a video that was on my to-do list. But yeah, no, it's a horrible app, honestly, but I like it. I mean, I'm addicted to it, but I know it's horrible as I'm like on it. I'm like, this is. I can't believe I'm letting this stuff like. I can't believe I'm absorbing it. You know.
Yeah, I feel like I was the complete incorrect person to start using it. Like regularly. I feel like it shocked a lot of people, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this, and people are like, you?
That's what I did.
Kevin covered his mouth and gasped. I really like
you don't seem like the TikTok type, honestly, but I'm here for it.
Yeah,
maybe,
you're
maybe
almost
that's 30.
You're
Maybe that's why
over
it
6
works.
feet tall.
But I think the video that I found funniest that you did is you do this character. What's the Daniela Anna Maria? You dress up as an older
Daniela Anna Maria.
Yeah, you dress up as an older Eastern European woman, and like I think the first one I saw was you were on like Omegle, just like playing a character, and a guy like wasn't responding to it, and you just cracked up, which was fucking hilarious.
I think he was like a secret pervert because I think like maybe he was married and he was like typing because his wife was in the other room.
Jesus,
and it was just he looked like such a creep. Like I don't know how to it was like he looked like very Polish and also like a pedophile. So.
Disgusting.
Sorry.
This is a Polish podcast. Grant and I both are Polish and creeps. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
P's and C's.
P's and C's.
That's what the kids are up to nowadays. The old P and C.
Oh yeah.
You're looking at me like I'm supposed to respond to that. I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know
The kids
either.
are up to this? What the hell are you talking about, man?
Oh God. And then you've been taking the character to Whole Foods and harassing Whole Foods workers over whether or not they have live chickens in Whole Foods that you can slaughter. This is content to you, Sophia?
I know, you know what, when I posted that, I was like, someone's gonna yell at me for pranking frontline workers. Yeah, I went to Whole Foods and I just asked the butcher if they had any live chickens, because I'm Romanian, and when I didn't grow up in Romania, but I was born there, and whenever I'd go back as a little kid, we'd like adopt a live chicken, and I was like, I think Daniela Anna Maria needs a live chicken, so
it's a solid bit. If anybody, I think I've gotten a couple of our listeners in on the TikTok shit. Not a lot, but a handful, a few.
What do you mean gotten them in on it?
Fuck yeah.
I've gotten them started to use the app. Every once in a while, I'll see Yo Guacamole liked your post, and I'm like, there he is.
Oh, wow.
I found him.
Oh, wow.
At Sleep Science liked your comment. Oh, there he is. I found him.
On there?
He's on there.
Now I've heard everything, okay?
Right. So in addition to Have you been doing anything else aside from the ticking and the talking to stay comedically busy? We were talking about before the show about stand up and the lack of our ability to go to bars lately and tell jokes to people that are having side conversations.
Yeah, right. Just to interrupt it. I've been taking acting classes, and I've been I have a Zoom show every 2 weeks, so I've been hosting that. I've been on other people's Zoom shows. I did a really bad Zoom show last weekend. That was horrible, but it's all good. Yeah, I guess that's what I've kind of been up to. I don't know. How about you guys? Have you guys been staying sharp?
I did some Zoom shows at the beginning of the pandemic, and then I just kind of stopped doing Zoom shows.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we've been doing this, and that's actually thank you, Sophia. That's a perfect segue to talk about some of the show news we have, because we're streaming on Twitch every Wednesday night and Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10
except
p.m.
for this Wednesday
Central Standard Time.
Because we're
Oh
recording.
fuck! Today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
We didn't say anything. We're not doing it.
Oh, nobody will notice.
Hey, if you're listening live, you paid money for this at patreon.com/thoughtcops. We're busy right now. If you can tell, we can't do it tonight. But normally every Wednesday and Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're doing all kinds of cool, crazy, wild stuff on there, such as playing Donkey Kong Country and ranking our favorite cereals and playing Donkey Kong Country 2. Just to name a few examples there.
Those are examples of games.
And if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your account for free to your Twitch account and give us a free subscription. And we actually get money from doing this. If you do that, it helps us out. It makes it feel like it's like a little job, you know? It's not just, you know, if I can make $2 doing this kind of stuff on a Sunday evening, that's two extra dollars I wouldn't have had otherwise. So.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate it.
I'd appreciate if that siren outside would shut the fuck up. But I guess that's a person that's possibly injured or dying, so I guess...
Bleeding from the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know...
We're trying to make content!
It's inconveniencing us. So yeah,
Do you think anyone...
Oh, no, sorry,
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry. I know, I don't think the guest is supposed to ask questions. Do you think...
Cut in whenever you want, I don't care.
Do you think people like on Twitch will stream like themselves playing like The Sims or something? That's like, I'm wondering if anyone would ever like stream that. It'd be like the weirdest thing to stream.
I'm sure, yeah. People, you know, I think that's actually got to be like, there's got to be a scene for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You get attached to The Sims, you know, you watch somebody basically give digital birth to these people, and you tune in and you watch them die in the swimming pool when the ladder gets taken out and they're inside, and it's very sad.
Well, there's people on Twitch that like stream videos of themselves like just sleeping, so I'm sure if that exists, that everything else exists.
Yeah, man. Mortimer Goth, DILF.
I don't
know
know
who
who
that is.
No, I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for
He's
it.
He's like the original Sim, like in The Sims 1. He's like the stock family, the Goth family, and it's Bella, I think Cassandra, and Mortimer.
Mortimer Goth? Goth?
Yeah, look him up. Mm-hmm.
Little on the nose, but that's fine.
Huh? He almost kind of looks like me when I have only a mustache.
Nice.
But not really. Kinda.
Actually, no, I
but
can
also
see.
not
I
at
think
all.
you guys have a similar silhouette, because he's like another dark hair and a beard man.
Yeah, that's all of us. Dark haired beard people. We all have podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, the Twitch Prime thing is free, but if you want to throw us a couple bucks on Patreon, that's also always welcome. $5 tier gets you can listen to the show live as it happens and listen to all of our fuck ups before Zwick cuts them out. So jump on that.
Zwick, cut that out.
Zwick cut that out. Zwick cut it out.
Knock it off.
Yeah, disgusting what you're doing. $2 tier gets you Fire Bros. We got to record a new episode of Fire Bros.
And apologies, I know we wanted to get it out sooner, but me and Grant...
There's been like 4 weekends in a row that we've tried to record and we couldn't.
We've been getting booked on a lot of stuff recently.
Yeah, well, that's good. Get the word out.
Which some of it's out, some of it's not out, so stay tuned, I guess.
Right. And there's a $10 tier, and we keep forgetting what to do with it.
We will record a little mini episode for you. Give us a prompt. Like, what was remember that guy who used to pay us $10 and he's like, here's a picture of my friend, roast him.
Yeah, that was funny. That's a good idea.
He would just give the audio file to his friend, and his friend would be like, I hate those guys. I don't know who they are, but I hate what they said about me. And we weren't that mean, but we were probably a little too familiar with him, you know?
IONet. Oh, yeah. We also credit people in videos. IONet Runner has said he's been posting prompts for months. We'll get them to you. Okay, we're backlogged. I'm so sorry. We'll get them to you. Whatever you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it. We'll do it all the time for the rest of your life. Is that okay? He's typing. Did you write them down? Did you write them done? Because I didn't. Okay, I'm not having this conversation with you now. 2 minutes of hate.
Yes, that very famous, very favorite segment of the show where we like to blanket punish all that annoying random crap that we see on the internet every single day. This week, my 2 minutes of hate is... loading. My 2 minutes of hate this week is people posting screenshots of their conversations with spam bots to prove how smart they are, I guess. I can't believe I still see this on Twitter sometimes where people will get, you're ever on Instagram and you get a DM and it's like, oh, you have a DM request and it's like, what's this going to be? And it's a spam bot who's like, are you looking for a sexy time? And it's sent to like 26 other people who you can see them all in there too.
Right. You know what you do with those? You hit delete and you just ignore them.
Or you block it and you don't just go, yeah, I've got time on my hands. Here we go. Let's have a little fun. Yeah, I would like sexy time. How are you going to help me? And then you just like post screenshots of this on Twitter being like, yeah, look at these spam bots are a joke. I really outsmarted this spam bot that's soliciting me for like my bank information, but I'm not going to give my bank number because I am smart. Look how smart I am.
It was bad enough, like, during the primaries and stuff when people would be, like, phone banking for a political candidate, and then, like, you'd get a text message that was like, hi, my name is Steve. I'm texting on behalf of Bernie. Would you like to make a donation? And people would be like, fuck you, you fucking asshole, and then screenshot that and be like, okay, like, wow, you're cool, telling off a stranger. This is like that, but to a robot.
It's nothing. It's like no one's even getting pranked here. And it's not an impressive feat. Like, it's not a brag. Like, you shouldn't be falling for this in 2021. It's not 1997. And it's just like people are posting this conversation like, yeah, we went. It's like you went back and forth with a spam bot for 60 minutes.
It wasted your time.
Like, look at, she's not even responding to my prompt. It's like, it's a spam bot. And that's just this, that's like a sign of, I mean, I know the pandemic's bad and we're all lonely, but for crying out loud, don't try to trick the spam bot. You can't win.
Right. Just like buy a real doll or whatever. If you want to fuck around with the robot so much, just buy a robot sex doll.
Exactly, and that's my punishment.
If you fuck around with spam bots, you get your own real doll.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start DMing spam bots. I guess
these people they obviously like. They're attracted to the avatar with the spam bots using or something. Yeah. It's like, they're... Anyway, Sophia, did you have a 2 minutes of hate? Anything you want to get off your chest? Anything bugging you?
Oh my god, like every TikTok trend is like a 2 minute of hate thing. Even though I'm watching it, I'm like hate watching it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume I don't have the app yet.
yet.
Grant will bully me.
Hashtag Kevin on TikTok.
That's
let's get it trending, people.
very, very catchy.
Can I have 2 smaller minutes of hate? Like, I'll divide my 2 minutes of hate to 2 things I hate a medium amount. Can I tell you about it?
You can, honestly, 2 minutes and the concept of bringing one problem in are both just things that don't regularly happen on this show regardless. So you can really use you have the floor. You can use it as you see fit, really.
Okay, sweet. I feel like I'm getting ice cream and I'm getting 2 scoops instead of 1. You know, never mind. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I haven't talked to a human all day. Yeah, I think, okay, the number one thing I don't like is I don't like this millennial Gen Z beef on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, oh my god, it's so painful just to, like, read it, because the things they hate millennial. I mean, I'm a millennial and I think it's stupid. It's probably why I don't like it, because I don't like people bashing my people. But the things they bash us for are like so stupid. Like they're like bashing us for wearing skinny jeans. I don't know. Like I think everyone's just bored and just like deciding to pick on 26-year-olds.
Right. I think the thing seems to be skinny jeans and a middle part is the joke. Like you part your hair down the middle and it's like, this is a thing. That's what we're going after.
I saw people were talking about how millennials were unironically using the crying laughing emoji.
Wow. Amazing.
I mean, you won't catch my ass doing that, but
right.
You know, they just assume we're all like that.
Right.
Actually, it's really funny because I was on a Zoom call with my mom and I used that emoji, the crying laughing emoji, and my mom's like, that emoji isn't cool, you can't use it. My mom's like 52. She's like, telling me not to use it.
A Zoomer
She's
at
like,
heart.
you can't use it. I know, right? She's like, you have to use the like skeleton dead emoji or like the cat laughing emoji.
I would use I don't know. What was that fucking what's that one emoji with? No, I don't know. No, we're listening off our favorite emojis.
Kevin, we both watched the Emoji Movie. You should be an emoji master by now.
God
you should be
damn it,
an
dude.
emoji connoisseur.
I was like thinking about that movie the other day for some reason. Like I was thinking about how the plot of that movie was they had to get to Dropbox. Like, who is that for?
Wait, the emojis had to get to Dropbox?
That was the plot of the movie. Like, they had to get to Dropbox. Like, it's a movie for 7-year-olds. What 7-year-old is using Dropbox? And they... Oh, man. I'm going to say it. I want to see a sequel. I can't wait to see all, like, the TikTok stuff and everything else.
Right, yeah.
Because I remember the first one they included WeChat. Remember that? It was like for the
the only one,
the Chinese audience, because you know WeChat is a Chinese instant messaging app, and they're like,
right,
obligatory WeChat. Like, we're going into WeChat, and like now it's like, what's going to happen next? They're going to do a TikTok.
Maybe. Yeah, they'll do TikTok dances.
The poop emoji is going to be like, dude, he's going to be voiced by Patrick Stewart. Again, Patrick Stewart reprising his role as the poop emoji. Dudes from Chicago be like.
Oh, God, please don't include me in this weird fantasy that you're having. I don't need
Dudes
it.
from Chicago be like, drop me off the Dave Matthews Band Bridge.
I might steal that idea.
You can't.
Yeah. What are we talking? Well, yeah. Back to
can I tell you something?
The emoji and the Zoomers.
The culture war.
Go ahead.
What's happening?
The culture war.
Wait, actually, the thing about emojis is I forgot is I destroyed my my desktop computer in middle school for downloading. I just remember this the other day. I downloaded like special cursors that would look like emojis to turn my cursor into like a smiley face.
Yeah.
And that completely destroyed my computer. So emojis ruined my 7th grade. So I couldn't get on MySpace for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I remember you wanted, like, if you're as a kid and you want to download a nice custom cursor and your computer is like going at 30% speed from like then on, like, uh-oh. Mom and Dad aren't going to like that. They have to use this for work.
No, I had my own computer like a creep, so.
I don't think that's necessarily a creepy thing unless you're on is it Omegle or Omegle? Because I know you said Omegle earlier, and
I have no idea. I've never said it out loud until exactly today. So.
Yeah, I think I was saying Omegle. I don't even know how to say it. You guys should go on there sometime. It's an interesting place.
I got time.
Yeah.
All right.
To follow up with what you were saying, Kevin, there are creeps that use the computer. Tom York is one of them. He uses an OK computer.
I thought you were going to go for a Tom MySpace angle with the...
Nah, I don't know that guy, no. Because Tom York is a creep and a weirdo.
Oh.
Yeah, you see? It all ties
nice.
back into Radiohead,
Wow.
yeah.
You know, they say it's not funny if you have to explain a joke, but now that you have explained it, I do appreciate it more.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good.
Yeah, me too. Good
Thank
job.
you. Yeah.
I appreciate
I
that.
think that's, and not to cut in with my own 2 minutes of hate, but I hate when people say that because sometimes it's funnier if you know why something is funny. When
right.
I could have missed out on a multi-layered Radiohead joke right there, and I would have gone home and I would have never got it. The rest of my life, I would have never known what I was missing, all because the stupid phrase of, oh, you're not supposed to tell why a joke is funny.
Right.
Guess what? I disagree.
Well, I appreciate the compliment.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Sophia, to cut
Back
in.
back to millennials versus the
It's cool.
culture
You guys
war.
are cracking me up. It's just it's trite. I don't think it's genuine. I think they're both bored. I think they're like attacking people. Like each side is attacking people like 5 to 10 years older or younger than them, which is like not. I don't know. It's just
Insignificant.
we should all just get along. It's insignificant. We all look bad. Let's just face it. So
We all need to team up and fucking take down the boomers. That's what needs to happen.
I agree. Right, I know, because I've been seeing actually I'd seen what enrages me about it is I'd seen Gen Z saying that like you could tell boomers raised millennials based on how we act, and I was like, ooh, that's a low blow.
Yeah, sorry we weren't raised by the MTV generation.
I was raised by actually it was my mom's Gen X or Gen Z. My mom's not 12. My mom's 52, but she's Gen X. So
I think both my parents are like older Gen X.
Yeah.
how old are your parents?
60 and 57. Like just on the cusp, I think. I feel like there's no one can fully decide on what the generation cutoffs are. Like, especially like the...
Well, yeah,
Yes.
because it's just a big overlap. The only one that makes sense is baby boomers, because it was like within the time frame of World War II, there was a uptick in population.
Yeah.
You can point at that and be like, that is a generation. But it's like, but if you're a baby boomer, you could have children at the age of 20, and you can have children at the age of 40, and then their children can have children within those time frames, and then their children can have children, and then their children can have children. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Well, you know what's really sad, though?
Yes.
Is like the young Gen Xers who are like, no, I'm a millennial. I was born in like 1981. And it's like, why would you want to be a
no.
millennial? Why the fuck would you want that?
I was just gonna say with the baby boomer, with the generations, it's also weird because I think it's like kind of American centrist because like my family's from Romania and everyone's a baby boomer there because abortion was illegal for like forever. So, you know what I mean? Like the generation, like, because I think the generations don't like quite make sense for some countries that had like war and some didn't. So
Yeah,
I feel like
right.
it's like kind of an American thing. So maybe there's different generations in other countries. I don't really know.
Oh, that's I could see that.
Yeah, I kind of hate that it exists. I was talking to some people at work today about like the whole concept of like how entitled baby boomers are versus how they perceive millennials as being entitled. And it's like, man, I can't even get a steady paycheck from
Yeah.
my job, and you're retiring with Social Security money that I'll never see.
You know, sometimes it often seems like the baby boomers are acting like babies.
Yo, yeah.
I just threw my gun on the ground.
I'm gonna tell that to my dad.
Kevin's new off camera, off mic bit is throwing his gun across my room.
Well, I try to throw it as hard as I can so it picks up, and it never does.
Just to clarify, this is not a real gun.
No,
This is
it's
a green
not.
squirt gun.
I'm throwing a loaded gun across the room.
Oh my god.
Fuck it, let's see what happens.
All right. Well, I guess to tie a nice bow on it, Sophia, how would you punish these people? What would you sentence them to make them learn the error of their ways for generational warfare?
Dude, I want to send all Gen Zs to... Okay, they all have to go... This is like the weirdest punishment ever. They have to go for... they have to go to Mars with Elon Musk.
That's
And they
the
have to
last
stay there
place
with
I
Elon
would
Musk.
ever want to go.
And Elon Musk is gonna, like, he's, like, their overlord. So he's the king of Mars, and they have to, like... Yeah, that's where I'd send them.
Sounds
That's
like
fucked
hell.
up, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like a living hell.
Sorry. Yeah.
no,
I'm
I
actually
think-
kind of enjoying it. It's like a Tesla hell. Tesla-sponsored hell.
It is, because Elon Musk is in his 40s, and he's very much so, like I said last episode, I did an entire takedown of Elon Musk. He's very much a how do you do, fellow kids sort of guy, and the Gen Zers, they hate those people. That would be hell.
Yeah. Truly.
I'm like very curious about his, well, because he's married to Grimes, which I think is like kind of makes sense, but is very strange to me. I just would like to like see their personalities and just, yeah, see how they interact.
I love to be a fly on the wall in their relationship, but I'm too busy being stuck in Mike Pence's hair.
What? Yeah. I'm Mike Pence's butler. I wait on him hand and foot.
Well, speaking of
What?
speaking of Mike Pence, my 2 minutes of hate this week is Twitter accounts that are blank posting their L's online. This is the worst type of account. They're not even funny. They're not even entertaining. Even if they're ones that I like, they're done so horrifically bad. They're so annoying. This all started with, I think the first one to rise to prominence was like women posting their L's online, if I'm correct. And then there was one that was like journalists posting their L's online.
Grant, I saw one the other day called Movie Bob posting his L's, and I'm like, this is too far. This is okay. We've crossed a line. Let's pull back. Let's cut it.
My current Twitter name is Grant posting his L's online, and I think it's probably one of the good ones. But it's e-girls posting their L's online, conservatives posting their L's online, liberals posting their Joe Biden voters posting. First of all, it's just like I've seen all of these tweets already. You're just screenshotting it and showing it to me again.
And not to mention, and I know you brought up the first example, women posting their L's online. That I know this example for sure, and I'm sure other ones are the same. They screenshot what they think are L's, but they're just jokes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're W's, and they're not L's at all.
Right.
And I'm sitting over here like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. You know, I'm kind of doing the whole alphabet because I'm thinking about letters from
I'm following you.
Sophia, have you ever seen anything like this on the internet?
You know what? I'm Googling it just because I had no idea what posting their L's means. I feel I never know what the slang is at any age, but
I wish that I didn't.
Okay, so is that when people, like an L, it would be like when you like fail at something and then you're kind of like bragging about how you like overcame it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's derived from the phrase take the L, you know, and not to say take the train in Chicago. Take the L is like take the loss.
Speaking of that, am I sinking in my chair or am I crazy? I feel like I'm going...
No, you're sinking.
Okay.
There's quicksand underneath Kevin's chair that magically appeared in my room.
That's an L. I'm sorry.
It's like in Jumanji when Robin Williams is sinking into the floor, but he's on like the second or third floor. This is like that.
I'm like cranking my neck up to
God.
hit the mic where I'm usually
Dude,
at.
I forgot about that movie, and I fucking loved that movie as a kid. Thank you. I'm gonna
Yeah, no
rewatch
problem. I have it
All right.
at my parents' house on VHS.
Let's get a VCR.
Oh.
Let's go to your parents' house and let's watch
That's
the
not
movie.
happening.
Okay.
All right.
it. Dude, yes.
Thank you for shooting that down.
Turn this into a Jumanji podcast.
Oh, I guess that's not a fucking option, is it, Grant?
We're not going to my parents' house.
Well, how are we going to watch the movie?
Anyway, post it online, torrent it
That's
in
illegal.
Minecraft.
That's fucking
in
illegal, man.
Minecraft. I'm allowed to say that.
Okay, fair enough.
Posting their L's online. So it's just a bunch of like no context screenshots of like, yeah, like Kevin said, a lot of them would be just like a woman making a joke, and it'd just be like, I can't even fucking think of a good one.
I mean,
but
I've seen like,
I have some in front of me. I could read one.
yeah, please,
Yeah, go
please.
for it.
Because I googled it. Okay. Thinking about how my ex refused to drive the 4 hours to, I think, Santa Barbara to see me, but drove 2 hours to a Ben Shapiro meet and greet.
And that's a funny joke.
yeah.
And it's like a joke that is it's self-deprecating humor, and
Right.
we all do it, you know.
That's just a joke. I don't know. I don't think that's. I feel like an L would be like some shit you see on LinkedIn where someone's like, "Oh, I saw a homeless person and I invited them in for an interview, and they were totally I don't even know what I'm talking about, but so have you seen the LinkedIn posts that are like super like pat myself on the back for saving this poor person's life? Have you ever seen
Oh, yeah.
those? That's not really. That's like posting someone else's L. But
I mentioned this on another episode, but there was a guy that like gave a homeless guy a sandwich, but forgot that he was trying to do it for a photo op. So the homeless guy bit into the sandwich, and he grabbed the man's hand and grabbed the sandwich and took a photo of him holding the sandwich to be like,
Oh my
look, I did a
God.
good deed today. I gave this man
Wow.
a sandwich, and it's like, but he took a bite out of it. So you grabbed his hand after he'd taken a bite out of it just so you could take a photo of a man eating a sandwich that you got for him, that you very clearly got for him, just so you could take a photo of him eating a sandwich that you got for him.
I think that the homeless guy should have handed him an L. He's like, yo, take this L, bruh.
Yeah. Nico in the chat, who's also in the room, says the dude who runs women posting L's is literally a failed genetic experiment, which is true. He's like a weirdo little man dude
Made of rubber.
made of rubber. That I don't know. He's like a weird like MGTOW guy. He's one of these men going their own way, which explains so much. His lack of sense of humor, for one.
I'm looking at the comments.
They're
And
now.
I'm
Don't
like-
do that. Don't.
I'm just like, I was like, is this the red pill child or a different Soph? What's the red pill child?
I don't know.
Oh, blue pill,
no,
red pill.
I'm sorry.
Like
I thought
the
you meant. I thought you
Matrix?
meant I thought you meant the comments of the women posting their L's post. And she's talking about the Discord chat.
Oh, I'm talking about the discourse.
Oh.
Yeah, well, oh, okay. Yeah, no, and then tell Sesame what a good girl she is for 5 minutes. Is that me? Am I Sesame?
Sesame is my girlfriend's cat.
Oh, okay.
That
all right.
was from
Cool.
like 10 minutes ago. I think.
That's okay.
Oh my god, I'm totally not offended by any of these comments. I/O Netrunner, you're good.
You don't be offended by anything he ever says.
You
Ever.
see all those little faces? That's me.
Right.
That's
Oh,
me drinking
okay.
a glass of water, which has become the flag symbol for our listener base.
It really is. Don't post that one.
Oh, I'm not. We're good. We're all good.
All right. Anyway, posting their L's online. I think I got a good one. This is a good punishment for these people. If you have one of these accounts that's like posting someone's L's online, somebody walks up behind you and grabs your trousers and yanks them down off of you, and then someone takes a photo of that and posts it on the internet for the entire school, the internet to see. We're all making fun of you, and you're standing there wearing underwear? Come on, man, underwear? How embarrassing. Someone pulled your pants off. You're stupid, you idiot.
And they're wearing like the boxers with
the little hearts.
Yes. Oh, how embarrassing. You do not want to be caught wearing those
idiot.
in a cartoon.
Yeah, fucking
or
moron.
real life, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of real life, why don't we get to today's top stories?
Yeah, let's do it. If you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories and sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and often unusual punishment. What's in the news this week? You see this? You heard about this?
Is that your Jack Nicholson doing
I don't know what
that was a Jack Nicholson impression of Jay Leno?
No, that was like me mixing up Jay Leno and Johnny Carson for some reason.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
And then he's doing this string dance.
Your
Why
Johnny
not?
Carson sounds a lot like Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, any time, no problem. Let's talk about what's on the tip of everyone's teeth and lips today, which is Gina Carano, the woman with the jawline in The Mandalorian, the Mandalorian, the woman with the jawline.
Odd thing to isolate.
Well, she has a very distinctive jawline. That's just a facial feature that is noticeable that people have commented on. It's not a negative thing.
I just looked up woman from Mandalorian, Gina Carano. Is this the jawline lady?
It's the jawline lady. That's her.
Okay. She's got a great facial structure.
And bad politics, apparently.
Oh, shit.
So she was canceled recently.
Oh, no.
Sophia, have you watched any of The Mandalorian yet?
I haven't.
That's okay.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Well, whatever.
It's not even applicable.
It sounds like I'm sorry. I feel like I'm the worst guest ever.
No, the worst guest ever. Actually, well, I shouldn't say that. Actually,
Yeah.
no. I don't want to drag.
Let's say it at the 3, 2, 1 the same time. 3, 2, 1.
No. Oh no.
Let's move on.
I was trying to skirt it under the rug.
I don't know why I act like this.
We'll tell you off mic. Anyway,
Gina posting her L's online.
Gina's been posting L's online, and boy, let me tell you. So let me open this link up from sportski.com. And
your number one source for news.
So she got fired from Disney's The Mandalorian. Here she is in a photo doing the famous shocker hand pose.
Oh yeah.
2 in the pink, 1 in the sink with the ring finger down in this photo. I don't know why she's doing that, but she got under fire for she posted a photo onto her Instagram story. That is a distasteful photograph of a Jewish woman running for her life in the middle of Nazi Germany. And the caption says, "Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point of where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?" And the way this was framed was, did she just compare being a Republican to being a Jew in the Holocaust? Because that doesn't feel appropriate. Disney also felt that it was inappropriate and fired her for this.
The numbers say not good. You're out of here.
It's not good.
Hey, you're
not good.
I was trying to think of it. Hold on.
Well, to add to this,
far, far away. You are in a get a new job far, far away. You're fired.
Do you remember that guy that was on that TV show that used to say that? That was like his catchphrase.
No.
Yeah, me neither. Also, another funny aspect of this, insofar as it is capable of being funny, is, you know, you can add like songs and stuff to your Instagram stories. Well, the song that she decided to add to this story was not Nazi Punks Fuck Off by the Dead Kennedys.
Oh, God. I was going to ask if it was Rage Against the Machine again, but this is like
this
worse.
is like this is worse. This is much worse. So this is another cancel culture gone awry type ordeal, because this millionaire actress should not have gotten fired for, I guess this wasn't like her first time doing something that drew ire. People were upset about the fact that in her pronouns on Twitter, she listed as boop, bop, beep.
Okay.
Like not the worst thing, but not great. And then she did something about voter fraud, and it was just like one of those things where it's just like, man, my sister worked for Disney for a number of years, and they'd fire you if like they didn't. Yeah.
Why am I just learning about this now?
Not like as an actress, just like as a person that worked at like the parks and on the cruise ship.
Well, I didn't know that.
But like I know for a fact, like they like if you have a visible tattoo, or if you pierce your ears incorrect, like there's a whole Disney handbook for how they want their employees to like act and look and like
God
be like
I swear to God, it's like being in Nazi Germany.
But it's like one of those things where it's just like, man, people all over the country get fired all the time for things that are like fucking like just dumb. Like your boss can just fire you at any point. And we're all like shedding tears over this woman that has more money than I'll ever see in my entire fucking life. I just like, I don't care about this, you know?
Here we are talking about it.
God,
they got us talking about it.
Damn it.
Yeah, go start a shitty Italian restaurant chain, Gina. Right?
Yeah.
That's what her name sounds like, right? Gina Carano's.
Gina Carano's, Italian restaurant, spaghetti, meatballs. Come on in. We got the Star Wars special. You get half off if you mention the show.
Yes.
Can someone else talk?
Yeah. Well,
I think I butchered that. I'm sorry.
No, it was me.
All right.
I just was like, I was sitting here
Kevin
waiting for
posting
Grant.
L's.
Grant was just sitting there fucking staring at the screen, letting me like bomb.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's like you weren't even like paying attention.
Yeah, no, because what you were saying was bad, and I
you were
didn't
gonna say
enjoy
like
it.
I thought you were gonna say something about like a Nazi. I thought you were gonna loop Nazi somehow into like the special. I was waiting to hear about the entree.
Yeah, or I thought you were gonna.
I could still do it.
I thought you were gonna include like matzah as a joke, like spaghetti and matzah, like that would be like.
You could have chimed in with that at any point.
I didn't want to. I thought I didn't want to stomp on your bit.
When I was saying like when I said Italian restaurant, which I clearly didn't have anything clever to say, you could have added.
This isn't improv. I'm not here to save you. And scene.
Jesus Christ. I don't miss comedy.
Hey man, what's the point in doing comedy when the whole world is comedy? Speaking of comedy, oh god, so here's where the comedy starts, because so she gets fired for this, and again, it's like it's a millionaire. I like don't care. Like Disney's this big fucking like Disney owns half of the entire fucking media of the entire planet at this point. Like,
why doesn't she just make her own Disney?
So her and Ben Shapiro have teamed up to create their own Disney.
Wow. Get your tickets for
kidding?
Shapiro Land.
No. So
ride the Logic Coaster.
This is in a couple different things. I'll link this article. I'll toss this into the chat right here. God, I don't even want to read this out loud. Gina Carano hits back, announces new movie project with Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire. Quote, "They can't cancel us if we don't let them."
Interesting thought. Yeah, I guess so. I don't really care one way or the other, to be honest. This is honestly boring to me.
Yeah.
This is fucking boring to me. This
I
doesn't.
have a cousin who is she's like the Ben Shapiro of my family. So
I think we all have a Ben Shapiro in all of our families.
How is. Never mind.
He's cousins with actually the actress who played Matilda.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. First, yeah, that's right.
Imagine family gatherings in
Which is-
that family.
I think you made that same
I
joke
don't
last
think I
time
think
someone
she
brought
like
that
hates
up.
him. I think she like makes fun of him on Twitter. I don't think they get along at all.
Right. If I'm Ben Shapiro and I'm at that family reunion, I'd be tugging my collar.
Oh boy, yeah. We gotta be a fly on the wall in that gathering, you know? Too bad I'm busy, stuck. What else, Grant?
Nothing. Here's something I think a lot of people don't realize, though, about Ben Shapiro is that a lot of people look at Ben Shapiro and they're like, Ben Shapiro, what does he know about movies? You know, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything about politics. What would he know about making movies?
You sound like you're going to tell me something like you might
I'm
know.
going to tell you something that I might know. First of all, he wrote an action-packed thriller novel called and it's all about.
I couldn't hear you.
No, he wrote a novel, and it's about like
what was the novel called?
I don't care.
You said the
But
name. I couldn't hear you.
He wrote a novel, and he also used to write. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Ben Shapiro used to write like screenplays and pitch them to Hollywood, and he's like a failed like Hollywood writer. I want to play this clip on the show because it's as pathetic as it sounds.
Was that a comedy? Was it sitcom? Was it drama?
It was more of a dramedy. It was
Yeah.
based on Harvard Law School. It was a dramedy. I've written a couple comedies, kind of hour-long dramedies for, spec script.
And have they been bought?
No.
So he's sort of like a Judd Apatow type. Like he was
wonder
writing
if he
his
took
own
classes
40-year-old
at-
virgin.
I wonder if he took classes at UCLA Extension.
I'm sure that he did. I mean, this is a guy that I don't think that he cares all that much, like how, like whether or not he's perceived as being a political like I think that it's important to him, but I think that he just wants to be in the public eye. I think that he's just craving attention, and here we are giving it to him.
Yeah, I say let's give the young man a crack at it. He wants to make his own cinematic universe.
The Ben Shapiro cinematic universe.
Sounds awesome, man.
A dramedy based on Harvard Law. Wow. Incredible.
Sounds like
That's funny.
Sounds like Legally Blonde, man. Like the Ben Shapiro version of Legally Blonde.
Legally Jewish.
Yeah.
Or would it be like
Oh my god.
Would it be like illegally Jewish because he would think that like he's being canceled? You know, like a victimhood complex sort of thing. Okay.
I'm not saving you from this one.
I don't know. I think that there's something there.
I think that's maybe what he's gonna remake with what's her name, or whatever, Gina.
Gina
That'll be
Carano.
there. Yeah, Gina Carano. He'll make Illegally Jewish.
New gig.
Illegally Republican.
How's the new gig? Oh, it's good. You know, working with Ben on a new movie. That sounds like almost enough of a punishment in and of itself.
Yeah, honestly, you're right.
I like how he had to like pick like the like like he wanted to break it into Hollywood and he couldn't, so he had to pick like someone who got fired from Hollywood. That was like his way in, is to like network with somebody who got like canceled.
Right.
It's his only chance.
Just another social ladder climber.
Speaking of ladder climbers, what's the next thing we could talk about?
I don't know what looks good.
Oh, I got a better one. Speaking of movies,
yeah,
Martin Scorsese, everybody's favorite content creator. Oops. I mean, film director. Sorry, sir. Let me see the headline here from IndieWire. Scorsese takes aim at streaming's lack of curation and them calling us as cinema is being devalued by being referred to as content. You know, we joke here on the show, you know, while we're here in the content factory, we're making content. It's just sort of like a funny, bland word just to call some piece of quote unquote art that you make. And, you know, streaming services, you know, it's all about like how much, you know, content can our consumers consume. And then you got guys like Scorsese. He's been in the biz for a long time, you know. People like Shapiro look up to this guy. And he sort of lumped in with all these, you know, people you know, like on TikTok, for example, making content.
Hey, I'm an artist.
Well, you know, yeah. Anyway, it says, we can't depend on the movie business as it is to take care of cinema. So he's worried. He's, you know, Scorsese's come up on this show a few times over the past few years.
He keeps getting canceled. That Twitter user, what's his name, 9volt, had a really good tweet about this, which is like, comic book movie fans getting angry at Martin Scorsese for saying something that is obviously correct is my new favorite genre of controversy. Because like you said, like he's come up, but every time he comes up, it's not for like some weird sexual harassment allegation. He's like, yeah, comic book movies are bad. And people are like, what? How could you say that? And it's like, well, he's like, it's not art. And it's like, yeah.
And that was like the whole thing last time was people were like, name a better shot than the one from Guardians of the Galaxy when they're shooting and holding guns. And it's
just like he's an old man that cares about the art that he's created for multiple decades. And like, it's just like some old man's lukewarm opinion on something that I don't care about. And yet it keeps like just fucking garnering traction because people are so obviously upset over literally like nothing. Like, I don't care about this. This is stupid. I care less about this than I care about Ben Shapiro's movie writing career. At least that's funny.
Yeah, he says specifically, the art of cinema is being systematically devalued, sidelined, demeaned, and reduced to its lowest common denominator due to the namings of film as content.
I can't stop thinking about Ben Shapiro opening like a free trial of Final Draft.
Got cracking his knuckles. Okay, here we go.
Just like
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Interior
I totally
law
agree.
School.
I totally agree with what I mean, it makes sense though, because I'm like glued to my freaking TikTok and I'm like not paying attention to a movie. I'm like staring at the little screen instead of the big screen. But the big screen is the one that has the high art. You know what I mean?
And this is like, I know he's since retracted his statement on this, but remember David Lynch with the, if you watch my movie on a fucking phone, you didn't watch my fucking movie.
Hell yeah.
Cooper. So, and again, he did retract that. He's like, you watch it however you want. He didn't scream it this time. he wasn't in character as his character in Twin Peaks.
Right.
And I think there's some value to this, like you said. I mean, there's value to all sorts of quote unquote content, in my opinion. I don't think that it seems pointless to really compare one to the other. I think it's just more, he seems to be like hyper focused on the term content here.
I think kind of like, so there's more quotes because he wrote like an entire fucking essay about this, which is probably like very well thought out, more so than people that are just like tweeting their anger about it and didn't bother reading it. He says, curating is an undemocratic or elitist, a term that's now used so often that it's become meaningless. It's an act of generosity. You're sharing what you love and what has inspired you. cinema and the importance it holds in our culture has changed, and cinephiles can't depend on the movie business such as it is to take care of cinema. So it really has nothing to do with like people like hitting like TikTok or YouTube or any of this shit so much as like he's blaming like basically the studios for pumping out. Justin Wang had another good tweet about this that was like, you know, they do put scenes in movies just to make fucking animated GIFs out of. Like, the fact that they do that just so it, like, strikes some sort of cheap cultural, like, culture points or whatever, does, I think, like, degrade, like, honest, like, portrayals of what happens in a film that can be a little more meaningful and impactful than just, like, a funny GIF you can send to your friends. You know?
Yeah. So maybe Scorsese, maybe next time include a scene of baby Groot throwing up on himself.
Yeah.
So your coworkers can use it in Slack. Hey, what movie's that from? Oh, I don't know. Some old guy made it. You dead air to argue the pronunciation there?
I was too busy arguing with Cashew in the chat who pointed out my pronunciation of the word GIF. It's not an argument that I care to have. Anyway. So what do we do? How do we punish?
I think Scorsese should just include a bunch of awesome GIFable moments in his content from now on, so all of us can just kind of share it and laugh. Why doesn't he want us to laugh and have fun, Grant? Why is he so against happiness?
He's a boomer, man. We got to get rid of him. Out with the old, in with the new.
Is he like from the silent generation?
Yeah, I think if he's from the silent generation, maybe he could stand to pipe down a little bit more.
There it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, he's in the silent generation. So shut up, bitch!
Is the silent generation the same as the greatest generation?
I don't know, man.
I have them all loaded.
Useless shit.
I'm like Googling things for reference while you guys are talking. No, the greatest generation is before the silent generation.
What's so great about? Were they so great because they couldn't like stop talking about themselves, and then the silent generation just sort of took it upon themselves to be a little bit more humble? Is that what's Google saying?
The silent generation was upstaged by the greatest generation. Everyone knows that. No, it was it says the greatest generation lived through and helped with World War II, so I think that's why they earned that. They should rename the millennials the greatest generation. That'd be funny if we can steal it.
I think we deserve it.
We should get that. Get those hashtags trending, folks.
Yeah, I think. Hey, how about a participation trophy for the greatest generation?
Yeah.
You know who I'm really afraid of?
Who?
Generation Alpha. I feel like those people are going to be aggressive as fuck.
Yeah, that's the one after Z. It's Generation Alpha. They're just moving to that. Yeah.
They're little tykes now.
You know what I'm even more afraid of than Generation Alpha?
What?
Generation Sigma, man. Did you know that Sigma males exist? Oh, this is terrifying.
Do you want to talk about that?
No, not really.
Okay.
Do you?
Not really.
Yeah,
I thought you were segueing too.
No.
All right.
We could do like one more story if you want.
Yeah.
I think we've only gotten two, and it's both about people in these millionaires getting canceled from their jobs.
Let's mix it up. Come on. Shake it up a little. Live a little, for crying out loud, Grant.
Speaking of millionaires and movies, the Snyder Cut got released. The first line of the movie, the Joker says, "We live in a society."
Is that real?
That's real. That's real.
What?
That's real. I think it's real. If it's not real, I've been Smeckledorfed.
If it's real and it was on purpose, that's stupid. If it's real and it wasn't on purpose, that's stupid.
If it's real and it was on purpose, it's equivalent to when Obama finally said, "Thanks, Obama." And it just like deflated all the air out of that joke.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama, for doing
We don't have
saying
to-
that.
We don't have to further go into that one, though. Should we talk about Rush Limbaugh dying?
What's there to say? He's dead.
Fair enough. Punishment equals justice served, I guess.
Let's talk about the Gorilla Glue thing.
Oh, yeah.
Some lady put glue in her hair.
Yeah, that's a good segue. Sophia, this is a TikTok story, and I've done no research on it. Do you know anything about this Gorilla Glue lady?
Please.
No.
Please.
Fuck. Oh, you wanted me to know about it? Wait, hold
no,
on.
no,
Let me
no.
see.
I know.
I would not put that pressure on a guest to...
Tessica Brown. I know Gorilla Glue is like the strongest glue you could ever use, right?
It's good glue.
Gorilla Glue girl. Okay, let's see. Send cease and desist to blogger calling her a liar. Wait, okay, what did she do? What did she use Gorilla Glue for?
She used it like in her hair as like a hair gel, and then I guess no one told her don't put this on your body.
Oh my god.
Because you will not get it off, and then she could not get it off.
Some people thought it was a PR stunt from Gorilla Glue.
Big Gorilla Glue.
Big Gorilla Glue themselves.
Big gorilla. It's just like King Kong.
Yeah. Oh, there's a funny little mashup. King Kong, hey, give me that glue back.
Tessica Brown. You know, I don't know what to say about this. I feel like either she was really desperate to get some TikTok views, or Gorilla Glue has been really suffering during the pandemic and
yeah, it's
needed something to.
It's definitely one of the two for sure.
This is like one of those stories that I kept seeing it pop up, and I kept looking at it, and I was like, I should really read about this so we can talk about it on the show.
You want to be informed, you know?
And I just...
You don't want to sound stupid.
Not.
Are you guys looking at the chat? Netrunner thinks I don't use the internet.
I am Netrunner. Silence. That's enough from you.
Does this lady even use the internet? Dude, I do use the internet. I feel like I'm going to I feel like I'm just checking my notifications, and I'm not even, like, if I see something's trending, I never look it up. I'm just like, this is gonna be over in a day.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, by the time this episode comes out, or any of these episodes, it's like, who the fuck was Bean Dad?
Yeah, right.
That guy really got off.
Did you guys watch the Bean Dad video?
There was a Bean Dad video?
No, there was a video. We talked about it on an episode before they tried to overthrow the government. I didn't know that there was a video.
I thought that was it was like a 8-minute video of him giving his daughter those beans, or like denying her beans or whatever.
It was like a tweet thread. A tweet storm, if you will.
Oh.
Was there a video component to it?
Okay.
I don't know. We know there was an apology, of course.
Oh, okay. Are you guys pro Bean Dad?
No opinion, really.
Yeah, no opinion.
Doesn't really affect me.
Yeah. Do you have a strong stance on Bean Dad?
Oh yeah.
What's the opinion? What's the
Dude, honestly, he has problems.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna, I don't know. I'm like,
no, I
lesson
agree.
Takes that much time. I think it's crazy. What was it, like 6 hours that you didn't want to open these beans? It's like a whole work day. It's crazy. Like if he had a to-do list, it would have been like argue with my daughter over a can of beans for 6 hours, then 2 hours for something else. Then he could have gone home.
Who is that
You know what I'm
time?
saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, speaking of time, I guess so. Tessica Brown, she set up a GoFundMe to
cut her head off.
Yeah, to get her head cut off, get a whole head transplant.
Yeah.
And I guess she had no plans on like what I'm even gonna do with this money. She raised like I guess well over $23,000 to get this gorilla goo out of her hair. I'm gonna start calling it gorilla goo.
Kind
like
of a gross implication there.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then I guess a plastic surgeon was like, I'll remove this for free, and then got the gorilla glue out. So we've all come together as a nation to do something that I just kind of don't even care about finishing the rest of this sentence to.
And the story has a happy ending.
Hooray. What's the punishment then, I guess?
Let's see here. I did see, I'm just going to quote the friend of the show, Crip Daddy, Donovan Castillo.
It's important that we cite our sources on this show.
I do want to, because I don't want to like sound like I'm like stealing his joke, you know?
But it's like we can barely read these articles that are like the important meat and potatoes portion of the show. But we're just like, yeah, I saw a tweet from, let me name drop Justin Wang, who's been on 2 episodes.
Well, I just want to say he had a great joke about this, which is also a great punishment, where she should also have she should be using the Gorilla Glue stick as chapstick.
All right. That's not bad. No, it's good.
Gorilla Glue douche gel.
Oh. That's gotta sting.
Might be good though, or like
It's good
Gorilla Glue Brazilian wax. Oh my god, Jesus, that'd be painful.
They got a good glue over there. Nobody can say that's not true.
We should have a focus group for painful hygienic products.
Maybe when this pandemic, this whole thing is over, we can get together and
focus group some painful.
Talk about the fucking shower gel that burned your nipples off, Grant. Oh shit!
What?
Oh,
also apparently, I want to say.
I don't even get the joke.
Apparently,
it was a made-up story.
Tessica signed an. Oh my god! I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine.
I was just gonna say, I feel like it says that she just signed an agent.
For what? Ben Shapiro's new movie?
Like, it was a cleaning
accidents.
agent.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sorry. Continue, Sophia. I just had to.
No, it just said she signed an agent. She's gonna be in. I don't know what she's. Bald girl number 1. I don't know what she's gonna get.
What's happening in this world?
She should be in the Ben Shapiro movie. Just like maybe that'll be just the blanket punish for the entire episode is everybody has to Martin Scorsese and Zack Snyder and Tessica Brown and Gina Carano and Rush Limbaugh all have to have appearances in the Ben Shapiro movie.
They're all at law school together.
Can we end the show now?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm done. The show,
Wait,
the whole show, or just the
voicemails?
Episode?
Yeah, we'll do voicemails.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think my cousin left a voicemail.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Before we do that, though, let's give out some keys to the city. Something nice, something cool, something positive we saw this week. Oh, hey, positive. Robin Williams impression.
Kind of sounds like Jack Nicholson doing an impression of Robin Williams.
My key to the city this week goes to Jack Nicholson. No, I'm just kidding around. My key of the city this week goes to @WorthyKids on Twitter. WorthyKids. He's an animator, and he did this really cool, like short animated cartoon recently called Wire. It just was this like bizarre. These like fighting clowns were descending on this castle to save this other clown, and it was all this really cool like fighting, and there's like this trap music behind it. You just got to see it, folks. Go look it up. Wire.
Sounds like all the Republicans in Congress fighting to go defend Donald Trump. Am I right, folks?
Oh boy.
Republic clowns. Can I do something with that?
You cannot. That is offensive.
All right.
You are done. You are now signed on the Ben Shapiro contract.
God damn it.
Just because they say you're canceled doesn't mean you are.
Fair.
Yeah, okay.
Sophia, do you have a key to the city for us? Something positive you
Netrunner
saw?
wants me to say Discord news.
No.
No, don't listen to him.
No.
Okay.
That's
all
over.
right,
That's done.
You know, my favorite thing I've been noticing is when you pass someone, when I pass people in my like around town, and we're both wearing masks, and we kind of have like a sad little look, and everyone has like kind of a sad look in their eyes, but they're all doing a little sad nod because we're all suffering. It's beautiful. I love it.
You know, this entire pandemic, I've only ran into one person I recognized on the street or the train or anything that I knew. Like,
Right.
that wasn't planned, you know?
Yeah.
One person.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be at work and I'll like look at someone in their face and I'll be like, is that my coworker? Like, I have no, like the masks, I can't tell anybody's face. It's like you just put like a big fucking like blanket over your head. Like, I can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That's true. And I think we should
Some
stop wearing
people
them.
think-
Right, Grant?
Yeah.
We should.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, some people think that, like, they feel, I've seen people on TikTok say they feel hotter, like, more attractive without a mask, with their mask. And I'm like, what? You can't even see anything.
I guess
Have you
that's the
heard that?
point.
That sounds like a real cope.
Yeah, I think Yosef left a voicemail about that.
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah.
did. That's right. Speaking of... Wait, no, Grant, you have to go.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of keys to the city, my key to the city, since we're talking about the Chinese government spying app TikTok so much on this episode, and every episode for the rest of time, my key to the city, this is such like a me thing that I would bring in, goes to Dr. Inna on TikTok, who's an old Russian psychology professor.
Wait, is this one of Sophia's characters?
No.
Okay.
No, Romanian. I said Russian. And she's just this old woman that's a psychology professor, and she makes these videos that respond to people that are like, did you know there's a psychological study that says that, like, if your hand's bigger than your face, you have cancer? And she goes, no, that is actually not true. It is not factually evident, and you need to cite. She decimates people with facts and logic. She's who Ben Shapiro.
Doesn't she know that's a joke, though? Like, you're supposed to, like...
no, I'm giving a bad example, but there's, like, people who are like, yeah, there's a certain type of, like, there's a thing called a Sigma male, and she's like, yeah, that's bullshit. That's not based in anything. Stop spreading misinformation. You're doing harm to people. Shut the fuck up. And it's, like, the most epic takedown I've ever seen an old Russian woman like do in my entire life. I guess I'm not seeking it out on a normal basis, but it's very entertaining to
Maybe
watch.
you should. Have you considered that?
Well, yeah, I follow her on TikTok, so now I do seek it out.
Dr. What was it?
Dr. Inna at Dr_INNA.
Very good.
Yeah. Very good. It's worth it. She's very entertaining.
It's probably Dr. Ina.
Oh.
Just saying.
I don't know how to say words.
I don't know. Oh, I found her.
Before we get to our final segment of the show, which is those wonderful listener voicemails, it's time for a Thought Cop's word of the week.
What's it this week?
Pick me.
Hardly know you.
A pick me is a female version of a simp, according to UrbanDictionary.com. It is a girl who says she's not like the other girls and that guys are less drama, which is not true, as we all know. Pick me. It's a term you use to describe somebody on social media, typically.
Actually, according to Wikipedia, in anthropology, a pygmy is an ethnic group whose average height is unusually short. The pygmy is described. The term pygmy is used to describe the phenotype of endemic short stature, as opposed to disproportionate dwarfism that occurred in isolated cases of a population. So you're incorrect, sir. And I demand you retract your statement.
Well, I was looking at urbandictionary.com.
Oh, my bad.
Maybe you were looking at ruraldictionary.com.
Sorry.
Get on the same page, please.
My bad. Anyway, before we get to the voicemail segment of the show, Sophia, where can we find you online? What are those ats? Where can we discover your content that you've been creating, and any social media or anything you want to plug, so the listeners at home, the humble listener, knows where to find you?
Yeah, if Martin Scorsese wants to come murder me, here are my ats. I'm at Romanian Secret PD on Twitter, Romanian Secret Police on Instagram, and then Sophia Slaying It on Twitter. I should have the same handle, but I don't. Sophia Slaying It, like I'm slaying it. That's my Discord name, so we can see it.
Gotcha. Oh, that's the TikTok one too, right?
Yeah, that's the TikTok one. The Romanian Secret PD is my Twitter, and then Romanian Secret Police is my Instagram.
Gotcha.
But let's get to those wonderful voicemails. Let's hear it, folks. Give us a call. Give us a ring. 312-788-7361. Or you can send us an audio file to thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. Hit it.
I sure hope this is royalty free.
The Discord news for this week, bringing you all the news worth reporting from the virtual streets of Neo-Chicago.
Berries and Cream terrorized the #fanart channel with her upcoming episode of Gruel Talk featuring Officer Kevin of the Thought Cops.
Oh, yeah.
With Officer Grant appearing on an earlier episode, as well as his recent appearance on Hard Men Working Hard's filler content podcast, the love triangle between these podcasts is getting heated.
After IO Netrunner posted a tweet announcing the Sonic movie sequel, #visual media became a battleground of Sonic film lovers versus dullards. That's all we'll say, as Discord News wishes to remain unbiased.
RIP to #stockings this week, as GameStop stock has plummeted and no one cares about stocks anymore.
Jesus.
In #LooneyBin, Sleep Science and Starlit Alpha took turns posting paragraphs. About what? We'll never know. As Fendi Belts and Realtree stated, I ain't reading all that.
The heretic Cashew posted Heathcliff comics in #visual media. We here at Discord News do not condone this.
#Normie Safe Space has been inundated with pictures of the Thought Cat, Sesame. Very good.
This week's Discord News has been presented to you by Ciriella Wobea and IO Tropical Goth.
Oh, Serial Law Obeyer. I can't even say the fucking name either.
I thought that was Dilbert. You guys' voices sound very similar.
Great job, guys. Where's Yosef? What happened there?
I don't know. I guess he dipped out.
He got enough airtime last time. He's like, I don't need this gig anymore. I got in. I don't need it.
Yeah, he's moved on to better things.
Yeah. I want to agree with you guys. Heathcliff is bad. Very confusing. Very bad comic strip. Makes no sense.
I don't.
You ever seen these, Grant? They're bad.
No,
He's like Heathcliff is like wearing a fish on his head, and they're like, I guess Heathcliff's having a Tuesday, and it's like,
Yeah,
it's like the original like random humor, I guess.
Ugh, disgusting. I hate it now.
Yeah. Sophia, are you a Heathcliff fan or a Garfield fan?
I don't know Heathcliff, so I'm going to say Garfield.
Okay, Garfield is definitely the better, in my opinion, the better choice.
Heathcliff. Oh, Heathcliff the cat.
Yes, he looks very similar, and I don't think that's a coincidence.
You know, I feel really. I was always a Calvin and Hobbes chick, so.
Oh yeah, much better than both.
Yeah, I agree. Much better than both.
Not even in the same ballpark.
Way better.
Sorry, IO Netrunner, if that hurts your feelings.
I'm not.
Let's play the next one here.
I like to call in for my key to the city to cancer, because Rush Limbaugh is fucking dead, and it's never old to say the meme is pro-life, dies anyway. It's so funny. Doesn't get old. I think
Scumbag Limbaugh.
The next person that should die should be either Henry Kissinger,
yes,
or like Woody Allen, or Roman Polanski. Yeah, they need to go. Could be cancer. Doesn't have to be cancer. Could be COVID. could be lightning from God, but yeah.
I can't, not to defend Woody Allen.
Yeah, well, all right.
Not to defend Woody Allen, but like your go-to examples of two people, the worst two people you could think of are Henry Kissinger, which is correct, and Woody Allen, that they're on like the same pedestal. The amount of people's lives that were ruined, the total lives that were wiped off the face of the earth by Henry Kissinger, like one of the worst fucking human beings in all of history, and then Woody Allen.
I feel like that was just like maybe the first person she thought. She had the one example, and then she's like, and
and somebody else.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's still alive. Wow.
One got to go.
How old is Henry Kissinger nowadays?
97.
Oh my God. Just like the
greatest
evil
generation, man.
Yeah. The GOAT.
Hello, my name is Daniela Ana Maria. I'm feeding pigeon right now. I am Sophia's Ukrainian cousin. She told me to call in. She's very annoying.
Oh, she did?
So I'm calling in. She told me that, I don't like her. She told me my house smells like soup. Whatever. I think she smells like a bad in both body works whore. Whatever that means. But she told me to call in and that you are the Howard Stern of Chicago. Wow. What a title. I just hope that the listeners have big mass. Okay. Alright. I go now. Good night. You can call me back if you want, anytime.
Let's give her a call. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that last remark.
Oh
there.
God. I said the quality was shit. I didn't know my phone. I didn't know my signal was so shitty, but
you mean
your cousin?
You used
Daniela on Ana Maria's
phone. Oh shit! I mean, my cousin.
Yeah.
My cousin called. She lives in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, she called me a bath. Likes to call me a Bath and Body Works whore, whatever that means. And then she said you guys were like the Howard Stern of Chicago. So
hey, that's pretty.
I'll
Hey,
take it.
fuck you, man, cow. You fucking piece of shit. That's us now. We're the Howard Sterns of Chicago. You don't get that title anymore, you fucking idiot. Dude, man, cow sucks.
yeah.
Let's get him on the show.
Man, cow, call in. My cousin used to work for Man Cow. I possibly could get him on the show.
And your sister worked for Disney. What the hell, man? I didn't know you had all these industry connections.
Yeah, dude.
You just dropping this on me after 200 episodes?
Yeah, sorry.
Hi, Talk Cops. This is Slime the Garbage Man calling. My 2 minutes of hate goes to Nintendo and video games and any form of visual entertainment. It just ruined my day. I was in class and was so excited for Nintendo Direct I could barely sit still. I felt like an antsy little schoolboy with ants in my pants.
Oh my God.
And I came home and my day was just ruined.
Slime, I hear you, man.
I'm never picking up a controller again, and I'm going to sell all of it. Thank you very much.
It's a disappointing day to be someone waiting 2 years for a new Nintendo Direct, and it was not great. If you're a fan of Mario Golf, maybe you had a good day.
I have no opinion. Just give me the game to play.
Well, that's the problem, Grant. There are there's nothing coming out, except for Mario Golf.
Oh. And
the guy comes on.
I don't have any money to buy video games with, so I guess it's really fine I'm okay with this. I don't care.
The guy, Eiji Aonuma, the guy who's in charge of Zelda right now, he comes on screen.
Right, yeah,
we all think he's going to be
AGO, I call him, yeah.
And then he goes, I know if you're seeing me right now, you probably think there's going to be an announcement for the new Zelda game, but there won't be. Instead, we're re-releasing Skyward Sword on the Switch. It's the game, the Zelda game that a lot of people don't like. And this is their compensation prize. And where they're we'll announce something about this towards the end of this year. And it's February. This was announced 2 years ago. I'll shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, Slime. You got me riled up.
Yeah, so that's been Thought Cops.
And what a time it was, eh?
What a time indeed.
Sophia, thank you so much for calling into the show.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kevin and Grant. This has been a pleasure. Really nice podcast.
Thank you.
Most professional one I've ever been on.
We keep getting that compliment recently, and I'm like,
it's very
what?
strange.
I'm like, what other podcasts are out there right now that are like,
right? That we're raising the bar.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, what's going on, other podcasters? Come
well,
on,
you guys
keep
have
it together.
like a lot of. There's like a lot of layers and like games and stuff, and then you have like voicemails coming in, and you're recording on this. It's very like, and then you have us time when to play the video. It's so professional.
we have a schedule.
We have a system, yeah.
System. But anyway, I do appreciate, and we do try, I guess.
That's true. We try.
And we'll keep trying. So thanks everybody for listening. If you want to leave your own voicemail, give us a call, 312-788-7361, or send an audio file to thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. If you want to support the show, throw us a few bucks over at patreon.com/thoughtcops to get all sorts of great bonus content and more. We'll see you next time.
See you, Space Cop.